Thanks for taking the time to take the What's Your Number One Family Succession Obstacle quiz. Your quiz results report is being created as we speak and should be hitting your email inbox about 20 minutes from now. In the meantime, let's talk about your results. Hi, I'm Mark Westcott, noted estate and succession planning authority, author, father, grandfather and creator of this family succession assessment. Based on the information you've shared and the little I know about you and your situation, the number one family succession obstacle, which is holding you back from your estate and your succession goals, is what's known as the prosperity blocks. All of the issues around time, cost and complexity. And here's what that means. What that means for you is when it comes to making decisions and taking actions around your estate and succession plans, you may often find yourself stuck in a painful place where you aren't sure which direction to take. And this can show up as analysis paralysis, where you find yourself gathering a whole lot of data and either never feeling like you have enough information or perhaps sometimes feeling like you're overwhelmed with too much information. Either way, this can keep you from taking action on simply getting things started and more. It can show up as a feeling of anxiousness and indecision, where you know you're procrastinating but feel powerless to do anything about it. And this can be motivated by the fear of making a mistake, which can leave you in a state of fairly constant non-action, while you see those around you seemingly making progress towards their estate and their succession goals. One of the big mistakes people can make when experiencing the prosperity blocks as their primary succession obstacle is to be paralysed with their negative focus on time required, cost involved and perceived complexity, then simply making no decision simply as a way to avoid the issue. And in reality, the most common trait of the prosperity blocks, estate and succession obstacles, revolves around just the big issues of money, effort and information overload. This constant roller coaster ride of not being able to make decisions based on not knowing all the effort involved can lead to significant long-term impacts on your planned success, or significantly the chance of a positive outcome at all for your family's future. Let me explain. You see, left unchecked, this long-term delay and invincibility approach resulting in deferring action can mean you may miss many excellent opportunities which do come your way and can greatly increase your chance of making bad decisions by default. And you think this is all going to take you personally a ton of time to get this sorted, especially the amount of time you personally think you'll need to invest in the process. Plus, you think the lawyers and other professionals will just drag this out for months and if not years to validate expensive fees that they're going to charge you. And as well, you realise how it's close to impossible for you to now solve the communication or conflict problems which may have already arisen in the family, especially if your children have now commenced relationships with partners. But specifically, you just really don't know where to start. You're worried it's going to cost you a bomb, take forever and just end up being way too complicated for everybody. And what is really the truth though, is you're actually unaware of what you don't know, your unknown unknowns. And that's the scary bit. And a reason people don't know where to start, because it's difficult to know the correct questions to start with. Hence, nothing gets done. And studies have shown that indecision increases anxiety levels by as much as up to 100%, which can further impact your ability to make any decisions and take clear, decisive action when it comes to your estate and your succession plans. This lack of decision, followed by the negative outcomes and risks to those you love, is the real tragedy in this whole process. No one intends to, by default, leave a dogfight behind between family members. It just happens regardless if you don't discuss this now. Thankfully, there are some practical and achievable steps you can take to avoid these outcomes and to overcome your prosperity blocks, time, cost and complexity issues, as your primary issue around your estate and succession plans. Here's what you can do almost immediately to start overcoming these tendencies. It all begins with having a structure established around the process for your exceptional estate and succession strategy planning. This planning needs to address three key areas. Number one is your foundations, to help rural families discover and identify succession priorities so they can be sure all bases are covered. Also, by helping those families ensure existing structures and strategies are validated with recommendations so they can be sure that we're starting the process on a solid foundation. Your family, number 2. We take families from an unawareness of best options, unfairness and infighting coupled with potential significant asset exposures to a fully protected, efficient and watertight documented plan protecting family prosperity and harmony. Number 3 is your future, helping people move forward from confused, unaware and unknowing of what final intentions are to having a fully documented process which allows all the final wishes and conversations to be completed, nothing left unsaid, and a path forward for the future. Now you might be wondering, how do you apply all 3 key parts of the family succession obstacle elimination plan into your life? And how to do it without going crazy and without it taking too long, costing a bomb and scaring everyone with complexity? Well, watch our instant webinar coming up for your benefit. This is what I do all day, every day. I help people of all ages and situations create their strategic estate and succession harmony plan, designed specifically to address your primary succession obstacle, as well as the remaining 4 obstacles. And I just so happen to have a step-by-step training video on this very topic, and because you've made the time to take this assessment and tell me a little about you and your situation, I'd love to hook you up with a 24-hour access pass to watch this training, and it's free. On this training, we cover how to create and overcome your succession obstacles for your specific situation, step by step, including the secret on how you only need to spend just half a dozen hours or less total yourself to get everything sorted. How you can use a facilitator to get the whole process sorted in under 90 days. How to use a gratitude conversation, which makes all conversations with family members more honest, positive and productive, free of your succession obstacles. Now the only catch is this, and to be fair, in order to claim your free 24-hour access pass, you must go ahead and do this right now, while you're on this page, and before that countdown timer on the top turns to 0. So go ahead and do this right now, while you're on this page, and while you're thinking about it. Simply click the button below to claim your free 24-hour access pass and get access instantly to the free training. Go ahead, do that now, and I'll see you on the other side, minutes from this very moment. I'm Mark Westcott.